What's up, people of the internet? My name is Davicab, and PC Gamer has just published new footage of Artifact gameplay. So we're going to take a look at that gameplay today and see what the plays were like, how they could have played better, and hopefully learn a thing or two about Artifact. Oh my god, I can't believe we have finally got some actual footage of this game. It's been since PAX since we had new footage. So we have an all blue deck against an all green deck, and the green deck is a bot. Now it's worth mentioning that apparently you can test out decks. You can give decks to the AI and test against them. We saw Compel come out. I guess that was to keep Lunara alive. Get more Eclipse charges, which I guess makes sense. I think this player probably should have at least checked to see what was going on in the other lanes before he very quickly compelled. That seemed a little bit reckless because maybe there's a better compel in another lane, but even then, based on what I'm seeing, that might have actually been a good call. So pretty straightforward first round. I mean, honestly, blue isn't going to do much in turn one. We have no gold, so we can't buy anything. Next turn, we're probably going to be able to play Foresight in one of these lanes. Well, I mean, there's 3 blue heroes, so. All right, so Skywrath Mage. We should probably put him in mid or right lane for sure. We don't need him in the left lane. I guess either lane is really fine. Mid lane is probably a little bit safer because you're going to probably get less damage coming in because Lycan in the right lane is going to buff minions. So the mid lane is probably a little bit safer, just more likely he's going to survive. And here we got in the first lane. What are our card draws? We might just have to resort to Foresight. We could Cunning Plan, but to be honest, I don't really see much of a need for that. Okay. Yeah, I don't really agree with that. I think he should wait for Cunning Plan until he actually needs it. That's just going to spare him 4 damage. But, I mean, who cares? He actually lost a creep kill out of that play. So I think he probably should have Foresighted instead. Here in this lane, Skywrath's passive is on cooldown, so you can't use that. Not that it would have made much of a difference anyways. So now we could Compel, try and save our Earthshaker, which might not be a bad call. Yeah, it's gonna spare that. Okay, so far I don't necessarily disagree with many of these plays. We got and 1 for me, but there's no items on either side of the board, so that's a little bit irrelevant. So my guess is here in the right lane, we're probably going to see Foresight because there's just no other option available. Yeah, all right. So it looks like,
I'm here to fight.
Yeah, just Foresight, just get some card draw. In blue, with blue, you're just going to lose the lanes early. That's just how it's going to go. You need to stabilize and then start to come back at the end game. That just happens. You need to swallow that bitter blue pill, but it's just an inevitability that you just have to live with. So we have 1 gold. I can't believe that throughout all this we only have 1 gold. So if we put her in the right lane, she's almost certainly going to die. There's a 66% chance she's going to die. She might have been better. He might have been better off putting Crystal Maiden in the mid lane, to be honest. I mean, is there anything she can cast for 5 mana? No. So I don't know. She's almost certainly going to die here. So I don't know if that was necessarily a good play. I mean, sure, it gives you blue mana that you can use to cast spells, but there isn't really anything good that you want to cast. Like here, I mean, you could Tower Barrage, but that's not, it's going to kill 1 thing. So I think you're probably better off just Foresighting. You don't need Lunara to hit the tower for 3. So just, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Wait, what? What? Am I missing something? Why did he make that play?
I come prepared.
What? You could, and 1 for me to get the plate mail, but like, you couldn't have known he was going to play the plate mail, which would allow you to survive another turn. See, I think he should have just Foresighted. It would have been fine. And now he's tanking 4 damage to Lunara, which is not really what you want to do, and dealing no damage in return. Kind of an awkward play. Here you got 5 mana. We don't want to Tower Barrage for sure because everything has too much armor. So probably just Foresight. Just keep those cards coming. And we could Ventriloquy to save the Earthshaker. Yeah, okay. It's not a bad call. I mean, we have so many cards at the moment. And actually, you can't cast Ventriloquy to save anything in the right lane. So, yeah, okay, that's not a bad play necessarily. Earthshaker's going down though. See, yeah, the only thing that would have saved Crystal Maiden is if she dropped in front of Lycan. And I just see there's not even anything worth casting, man. Tower Barrage isn't gonna do squat. It's not gonna kill anything. Well, actually, it'll kill the selfish cleric. That is the one thing it'll do. So, is that really worth killing Crystal Maiden over? 2 gold. We have such little gold in this game. It's insane. Blue is so bad at getting gold early. Okay, so luckily we're coming up on turn 6. We can finally start to do some meaningful stuff. We've got Skywrath's signature. We definitely want to put one of them in the right lane and then one of them in probably, I'd say, the mid lane. Left lane's looking like it might be a lost cause, so I don't know if we want to put anyone over there. So yeah, this is fine. I don't see any problems with this. And I guess it makes more sense to put Skywrath in the middle because there's more than 3 units, so you can maximize the value of his passive, so that makes sense. So we could Ventriloquy and or Frostbite to save Lunara. Lunara is from another game. Disregard that. I was just playing Lunara in another video game. Luna is this hero's name. Alright. Never mind that. Keep in mind, I don't play Dota, you guys. So we could Eclipse. The issue is, every Eclipse that hits the Darkseer isn't going to do anything. So, would Thunderstorm be better? Would Eclipse be better? What are the charges? 5? I think Thunderstorm might be better just because it'll clear out the creep.
15 seconds remaining.
Oh, he's going for the defensive option. Okay, so it'll keep your Luna alive for a hot second, and then he's probably dead next turn. I don't know about this. All that does is spare 4 tower damage. Nope, doesn't even spare 4 tower damage. It's a waste of mana. So, even without the Aphotic Shield, I don't know if that really would have done anything super useful. So in this lane we get Thunderstorm. We could Mystic Flare. Alright, so Thunderstorm will basically wipe the board, minus the Thunderhide. The Thunderhide's not going anywhere, but that's certainly going to sting. So next turn, Earthshaker will be able to stun the Thunderhide, which will be nice, because the Thunderhide is doing a boatload of damage. And we kind of need to win this mid lane, because I think we're going to probably abandon the left lane. The left lane's looking... Honestly, all these lanes are looking kind of bad. If we don't start, like, recovering... Eclipse would kill them and Mystic Flare would kill them. So at this point it's more of a question of like, which card would you want to save more? And I guess that's sort of up to you. But either one of those cards would have done the trick. But that one keeps the creep alive. So we got more big spells coming out. I would probably pick the Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger is really useful. We could get Luna out of... You could have put Blink Dagger on Luna, gotten 1 charge in mid lane, then teleported her to the mid lane, and then gotten another charge off of her there, and then that Eclipse would be, your Eclipse would be so strong. I don't know why he's putting Crystal Maiden in the left lane. Left lane needs to be abandoned. Like, give up the left lane. It's a lost cause. I think he should focus on the mid and the right lanes. I don't agree with this Crystal Maiden play at all. We got Thunder God's Wrath. That'll kill... Okay, we don't want a Thunder God's Wrath. That'll only kill one thing, because there's only two heroes on the board. So we could, let me see, we could Mystic Flare. If you Mystic Flared the tree ant, the tree thing, no, that wouldn't kill the tree thing.
Eclipse.
So Eclipse is a roll of the dice. We got 3 kills, not too bad, not too bad. The issue is both of his blue heroes die here, man. Crystal Maiden doesn't need to be here. Crystal Maiden just died for nothing. If he gotten the Blink Dagger, he could have moved Luna over, and Luna would have survived. So you could stun, or you could, yeah, Mystic Flare, even an even better option. That's fantastic. If a creep had dropped there, that wouldn't have been viable. So then the blue heroes are going to pretend to deal damage to this tower. And here, I think you probably just let. I mean, you could Mystic Flare. I mean, is it really worth the card? It's going to give you negligible tower damage. Either way is fine, I think. It kind of depends on how aggressive you want to be. But I guess you have enough cards that you can probably... Oh, we got Horn of the Alpha. Interesting. So at this point, I would put... Oh, you don't have any heroes to put anywhere. So you're not going to do anything. But I think there's a pretty good chance we're going to see probably Thunder God come out. That's going to hit all 5 things. You get Aghanim in the mid lane, and then set up for some pretty big plays later on. Yeah, this left lane is toast. I honestly don't know why he played Thunderhide in this lane. It seems a little bit excessive. Oh, I know, because you can teleport him out basically whenever you want, so it's no big deal.
I'll do what I must to survive.
So this takes out the left lane, and now we've got mid and right lane are being contested, so we have to figure out... We have to win both of those lanes. Mystic Flare would... I don't know if stunning was necessary. You could just Mystic Flared it and done the exact same thing. Well, I guess stunning allows you to cast Aghanim and then refresh and then Mystic Flare. So you develop your Aghanim Sanctum, which I guess is useful. Getting some tower damage. And this lane is starting to get into range of Bolt of Damocles if we can just get up to that amount of mana. Oh, is he going for double Thunder Gods? He might be. It's not a terrible play.
By helping myself, I'm helping all.
That kills 1, 2, and then none of these. But I think that's going to soften them up enough for the creep and all these random little things to power through. So Horn of the Alpha is coming out, and this lane is suddenly looking super strong. We should have 7 tower damage coming in from the Roseleaf dude. Now we've got 2 bolts, which we can't cast this turn. And Mystic Flare. Oh, he's buying a boatload of stuff. And, okay, why are you putting something in the left lane? Are you planning on taking that tower? Do you need that mana? You could put Luna in the left lane, Blink Dagger, and then, you know, send her to another lane like the right lane. And that way you get double charges, but we don't have any eclipses, so it doesn't super matter. I just don't fully understand why... Okay, so at the moment, Luna might die. You to attack me. So he's got Retaliate, which we don't care about in the slightest. So he really should Blink Dagger her, in my opinion. Okay, I mean, that's not necessarily bad. I just think Blink Dagger is the way to go. Okay.
Going well for you, is it?
I mean, this lane's already lost. Who cares about it, man? He's got... He has no... The enemy has no heroes on the board and has 4 heroes coming in next turn. That's kind of crazy, actually. The issue is this deck is so bad about actually dealing damage. He's wiping the boards, but then once he does wipe the board, he hits for like 2 damage, 3 damage. He doesn't have any reach.
I'll be sure to use this.
I mean, he's hitting for 11 in the right lane, which is awesome. But I mean, still pretty far away from winning the match. Mists of Avernus is making things get bigger and bigger. You could Echo Slam. That would actually wipe out the board. It's not a bad play. Thunderstorm would also do it. But since the board isn't going to get very wide, I think Echo Slam would be the better call, because then you can just Thunderstorm more reliably later on.
Try to kill me now.
It might have actually been a good call to Blink Dagger one of the heroes into the mid lane, because that would have put them in a position where they could have done something in the next turn. But as it stands, like, they didn't really need that damage to take out that tower. So they probably, I think I probably would have sent over like Zeus or someone to mid lane with a blink dagger, because I mean, we just didn't really need him to hit the tower there, so it wouldn't have mattered if he was outside of the lane. He's got to use his blink dagger. The blink dagger is so useful. So please leave this lane, blink dagger, man. You could actually, you could Aghanim Sanctum the mid lane, and then Bolt of Damocles, double Bolt of Damocles. I guess you don't even need Aghanim Sanctum. Okay, it's a Bolt of Damocles and you win, right? Yeah, man, do it. Alright, fantastic. So we have a win. The mono blue deck defeats the mono green deck. Thanks to pcgamer for supplying this footage. It's incredible to finally get some fresh footage to talk about and not just have speculation based content, because honestly it's kind of hard to run a YouTube channel with Valve's release schedule. All right, so let me know what you thought about that video. Thank you so much for watching. Dabacap out.